Did Claude just kill OpenClaw? That's the question everyone is asking right now, and honestly, I understand why. Over the past few months, OpenClaw exploded in popularity. People were calling it the future of AI agents. Some even thought it was the next big thing after ChatGPT. But here's the first big misconception we need to clear up. OpenClaw is not an AI model. It's not like ChatGPT. It's not like Claude. It's not even competing with them directly. OpenClaw is a framework, an agent system, a piece of software that lets an AI model control your computer. Think of it like this. If ChatGPT or Claude is the brain, OpenClaw is the hands. It allows the AI to click, type, browse, run code, and interact with your system. That's why it feels so powerful. You are no longer just chatting with AI, you are giving it the ability to act. And that's where the hype came from. But there's another reality that people don't talk about enough. Setting up OpenClaw is not easy. You need to install dependencies, configure APIs, manage permissions, and often troubleshoot things that simply don't work the first time. If you're technical, it's exciting. If you're not, it's frustrating. And more importantly, it can be risky. You are essentially giving an AI system access to your machine. If something goes wrong, or if it is misconfigured, you can expose data, credentials, or even automate things you didn't intend. OpenClaw had that magic moment when you realized you could control everything from your phone, dangerous levels of productivity from the sofa. And honestly, once you got it working, the setup time was absolutely worth the pain. But the honeymoon period is over for OpenClaw. Anthropic recently released two things, Claude CoWork, and more importantly, Claude Dispatch. And this changes everything, because instead of asking you to install, configure, and manage an agent system, Claude just gives you one out of the box. With Claude Dispatch, you can literally use your phone to send instructions and have those instructions executed on your computer. No complex setup, no terminal, no wiring things together, just a clean, controlled, and secure experience. And this is where people start saying, this is the end of OpenClaw. Because for most users, it removes the biggest barrier and friction. You no longer need to be a developer to use AI agents. You just use them. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I've been testing this myself, and I didn't just test basic tasks. I connected it to my favorite MCP workflows. For example, I used it with Blender through MCP to control 3D operations. Claude is actually pretty cool when working with Blender. The catch is, right now, it mostly sticks to primitive shapes, so you often end up with something that looks a bit like a Minecraft world. But where it really shines is helping you fix shader errors or getting you started with basic tasks. So if you are not a Blender geek, it is a surprisingly powerful assistant to have. I also use Nonic MCP to extract data directly from BIM models. And here's the crazy part. I was doing all of this from my phone. I could be away from my computer, send a request, generate outputs, process data, and even send emails with attachments that are sitting on my PC. That's the moment where it hits you. This is not just a small improvement. This is a shift in how we interact with our machines. You are no longer tied to your workstation. Your computer becomes something you can operate remotely, intelligently, through an AI layer. And this is where OpenClaw starts to struggle. Because everything OpenClaw can do, Claude is now starting to offer, but in a way that is simpler, safer, and accessible to everyone. Claude's CoWork introduces something quite powerful with plugins and connectors. They are there, ready to be used with a few clicks. Plugins are complete workflow packages. They combine skills, agents, and integrations to help Claude perform specific tasks, like engineering, data analysis, or content creation. So instead of starting from scratch, you get a ready-made way of working. Connectors, on the other hand, are what give Claude access to your world. Powered by MCP, they link Claude to tools like Notion, Figma, or Microsoft 365, so it can read, retrieve, and use real data. So the difference is simple. Plugins define how Claude works, while connectors define what Claude can access. You can also customize how CoWork works using skills. These are specific commands or actions that shape how Claude performs tasks, letting you tailor workflows to your own process. And it gets even more interesting with the multiple agents running in parallel. You can have several agents working at the same time on different tasks. I tested this with Revit, running multiple agents to extract different types of data simultaneously, and it works surprisingly well. Just be careful, because all of this power comes at a cost. Running multiple agents and workflows means more tokens are used, so you can reach your daily limits much faster. This level of integration by Claude changes the game completely. So does this mean OpenClaw is dead? No. OpenClaw will still be extremely valuable for power users, researchers, and developers who want full control, local models, and deep customization. But for the mainstream, for most professionals, for people who just want things to work, Claude Dispatch changes the game. So the real answer is this. Claude didn't kill OpenClaw. It just made it optional. And in technology, that's often the moment when things start to fade, because the best tool doesn't always win. The easiest one usually does. If this video saved you some time, taught you something new, or just made your inner nerd happy, hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and keeps these videos coming.